Hello, and welcome back to Call of the Sea. Seriously, like every time I launch the game, I just think how nice it is to just load a game that just loads where you saved. That seems to be a pretty rare occurrence these days. This game definitely feels more similar to those like classic adventure games where yeah, you just saved and then you loaded that save at that exact state. It's like every time I'm shocked that it works, that I'm not just like, oh, I have to redo the animation over here. I start like over here by the boat at least, like, oh, that was a checkpoint or something. No, it's just like where you are, where you save. It's great. So, we're building up towards what I assume... Was that like in the background? So it's supposed to be a waterfall or something? I guess so. What I assume is an ending. I did actually remember my hotkey. I don't have to alt-tab for it. Wow. Crazy. I got like one in before the end. It certainly feels like we're gearing up to like the finale of the game. And yeah, this is a very cool area. I did notice just while starting though, that I only have like 14 out of 34 achievements. So it seems like there's a lot of like extra stuff to do that I haven't found, or maybe it's coming up. Who knows? Pretty cool though. So yeah, let's see how long the remainder of this takes.
My God, this syringe has traces of black ooze. What the hell were you thinking?
Uh-huh. I mean, I kind of don't know what you were thinking, because like in none of the murals did it ever say for them to like inject the black ooze, right? Didn't it just like they put it in their eyes or something and like bathed in it and whatever, not injected it? But I guess maybe, I don't know, he just assumed that was gonna work better.
Black ooze on a Petri dish.
Petri. I've only ever heard it as Petri. Huh.
These patterns look too familiar.
Do they?
There are drops of dried blood inside this altar.
Uh-huh. So if we just go, like, onward, this is closed.
Trail of blood. Someone was hurt.
I wouldn't really call that a trail of blood. It's like, you know, a blood splatter.
There's a bullet hole in here. Oh my goodness. And the gun barrel is empty.
But are there other rounds loaded? Was it like a one-shot?
A woman's earring stained with blood. My God, Harry, what did you do to her?
Or vice versa?
If he's behind that door, I wonder which Harry I'll find. How much would be left of the man I love? And how much of the man who has lost his sanity in this place?
Okay, but yeah, we can't open it. It was kind of building up, almost as if I could just, like, walk in, and I didn't want to, like, miss anything. Yeah, so I mean, I'm assuming this is Harry's tent, and this is... What was her name? Cassandra? Cass? Was that it? Oh, speaking of notes, I guess I haven't read that. We should probably start with that. Yeah, still, like, missed something here, I think. Probably. I wonder how this is gonna work, like, post-game? If I can just hop back into a previous chapter and, like, you know, pick up, oh, it wasn't here, it was over here in notes. Those things, and just like, oh, there you go, now that's complete, and then you can just hop over to a different chapter. Or if you had to, like, play the entire game from that point. I don't know, we'll have to see how they do it. So where did we leave off? Yeah. I think from here. It led me to another large hall with an opening to the exterior. There was another... What? There was another Harry's camp. That's weird. Another one of Harry's camps? The shocking thing was that I'd almost forgotten him. Yeah, I did actually react to that. I didn't mention it, but like, you know, it was like disbelief, like, oh, what do you mean you forgot him? But, like, yeah, I was thinking that after, like, oh, wait, that probably, like, is an intentional detail. It's not, oh, it's been so long, I've been so distracted by all these things that I forgot about Harry. But no, it's, like, something is happening to her, and, like, this place is, you know, speaking to her on some level that, like, yeah, either it felt insignificant or it's, like, taking over her mind or something, which is kind of a neat little detail, which, yeah, the journal now, like, spells out more, which is both a good thing and a bad thing, I guess. Like, some subtlety is nice, but at the same time, some things can be nice, like, you know, like the music box thing. I just missed a couple lines with that they were supposed to say. I don't know if that was a bug or what, but yeah, like, getting that a little more spelled out kind of makes sense. How could I forget my husband? I'm so sorry, my dear old pal. Harry and the remaining members of the expedition follow the river down from the mountain peak, and after wandering some days, they finally found this entrance. There's a note of Teahoroa, I always forget how to pronounce it, the Polynesian guide leaving the expedition. He was fed up of death and disaster. Isn't it fed up with? And tried to convince Harry to leave the island, and now Harry is a lowercase h. She sucks at writing. He returned to the beach to build a raft to escape. Yeah, I don't remember that. I kind of want to check that I think we had to replay that chapter anyway. I want to see if I can find that, like, the remnants of raft building. My God? I think Harry has lost his mind. He thinks there's a way to be like me. I hope he didn't do anything foolish, but his last few letters sound incoherent and unstable. The stone boat carried me through a subterranean river that flows into the sea. The night was strangely clear, and a full moon was shining weirdly in the starry sky. Again, this island doesn't seem to obey the laws of physics. I got off at a dock of some sort, on a large beach where the sanctuary is. And then I guess, like, the encampments are gonna be here, and now it's, like, the other stuff I found. So, should we wait? I guess I'll wait there for now. So what about the notes? Yeah, symbols. Are they important? Like, this was weird. I wonder if you can just, like, ignore going up to the campsite and just, like, try the timing yourself, because it seems like you could. Yeah, it just says timing as well. But yeah, let's check these out, and then we can read again.
Another camp. Although it's little more than a few things scattered about. Harry, what is this? It looks like the ramblings of a madman.
Nora, must do it together. Change me. Uh-huh.
A library? What are you talking about, Harry?
I had a strange dream today. I was inside a vast library and gazed at vistas of another world. Prakotus? Pnakotus? Nakotus? I don't know.
Was the blood of these creatures some sort of catalyst?
Okay, so here it shows up, I guess, like he realized, oh, the black ooze reacts with blood somehow. That's why I must inject it.
Heavens, this dagger looks exactly like the one I have.
Huh? Isn't that the dagger Frank was attacked with? Wait, what? I do not remember this. An altar, dried blood, and ooze. We don't have, like, an inventory or anything. I don't remember seeing a dagger like that. It's not in the notes, is it? No? It's not in the log, is it? Yeah, now we get this. Do we have that, like, drawn elsewhere? Because, yeah, I don't remember that being a thing. Yeah, no idea. I guess we're gonna have to do a replay of the game anyway, so then noticing this, it's, like, vaguely familiar? Oh yeah, now that I see it, it's pretty familiar. I think it was, like, very early on, like in the first chapter or something? I don't know. I'll have to see. I'm assuming the secret item is probably, like, here somewhere, or, I mean, maybe that's later in the chapter.
My dear old pal, I never should have trusted Cass. I thought she cared about you, but she's just mad, obsessed with this place. I can't trust her to help me overcome the last obstacle. This door. I know how to open it. But what I have to do is mix my blood with the black ooze. Am I mad for even considering that? It's the only way we can be together. It has to work, right? All this can't be a coincidence. The ritual is made for the two of us, isn't it, Nora? I wish you could be here to... Damn it. I have to think it over. I can't. Tomorrow. Leave it for tomorrow, damn it. Stop writing.
What are you saying, Harry? Don't you see what the black ooze does, what it did to the doctor? Are you out of your mind?
Probably. Yeah. I think that's kind of the whole point, lady. Yeah. Good old procrastination gets us all. I'm not sure how he came to that conclusion, that like, oh, it has to mix with blood, and then why that means I should inject it, rather than just like, oh, for this ritual you need both black ooze and blood, like, on the altar. Those don't have to be, like, you know, in a person, do they? But I guess we're getting to insanity levels, so it doesn't really have to make sense in that sense. He's just thinking that this is, for one reason or another, the only possible way, an explanation and whatever. Yeah, looks like this is everything here. And I'm assuming we're gonna have some, like, fairly similar mad ramblings by Cass over here. Yeah, it's really pretty here. Wait, is this something? No? There's a mural we can definitely get. Yeah, now that you, like, see these gold murals, they're a lot more, like, obvious as collectibles of sorts.
This mural seems to describe a ritual involving blood. That dagger. This mural seems to describe a ritual
I
involving
still
blood.
don't quite remember the
That
dagger. Like, where exactly that came from and why it was relevant.
So I have to put my hand inside?
He is yelling, "Is not working?" Huh? Is not working! Interesting. Okay. She's, like, observing him like a zoo animal. Nothing? Okay. Cass, I think I have the answer. You have to go back home and bring Nora here. Please, leave now. Yeah, it does say that, leave now, even though it was, like, crossed out.
A camera. It must be Cassandra's. Harry asleep in his tent. What a creepy photograph.
Oh no, she is gonna steal him away.
My, she sounds completely out of her mind.
I've seen the future. Eternity awaits me. Death awaits Harry. Okay, never mind. She's obsessed with him, but maybe not in the way that I thought originally.
Moby Dick. Its
Oh.
pages are hollowed out, and its shape is...
Very unfamiliar. So yeah, I still don't remember exactly where this dagger came from, but I guess like somehow she smuggled it with her, or whatever, and has had it all along. Should we just read Moby Dick? Chapter 66. The Shark Massacre. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, interesting. So here's where we have to put our hand inside, and I mean, yeah, it seems like that's the only thing we can do. So let's check the log now. Yeah, this seems okay. I don't think we missed anything here, but I'm not too sure. We found another of Harry's campsites. Yeah, that is a better, like, formed sentence, if you could call it a campsite. There's one tent on each side of the beach. Cass seems to be losing her mind. I'd rather not think about how the two of them got along here. Or didn't get along. The device to access the inner sanctuary is only activated with blood. Blood like mine. Harry, please tell me you didn't do what I think you did. Harry, tell me you didn't inject yourself with the black ooze. Please tell me that you didn't do something that stupid. There's a gun on the floor. It's not a floor, it's the ground. With no bullets and a trail of blood. Oh no, what happened here? I don't understand. Oh, come on, Nora. You're in denial. My God, there was a fight between Harry and Cass, and from what I've seen, it was really brutal. Harry has never been a violent man, but I hope he's okay. Cass can go die, though. I don't care about that skank. Alright. Eat my fingers, duck statue thing, whatever.
Let's give it a try.
Nom.
Ouch! Oh! Ah! What was that? Looks like a tattoo, but it isn't. Those are my spots. They've moved.
Huh? Wait, on you or in there? What? Oh, I found a circular stone with a fish head. Oh, fish. With its mouth open. When I put my hand inside it, after a moment of intense pain, the stains on my hand rearranged themselves to form a peculiar pattern. Did they? We didn't really get a good look at that. The spots on my hand have been rearranged to form some sort of symbols. Looks like just one symbol. Like, why can't we just look at my own hand at this point? So do we just go and, like, place my hand on the altar or something? Or what exactly do I do now? Yeah, I guess so. What? Oh, we had that dagger? Since when?
Oh, I really hope this
Why
works.
do people always do that? In everything ever, it's always that. It's always like, deep cut. Use your blood to open the sanctuary gates. It's always like, slashing your palm. Why? Why would you do that? And like, make your hand entirely useless, essentially. You could just like, prick the back of your hand, or like, your wrist or something. Or whatever. Like, there's so many better places. Just like, the underside of your thumb. Whatever. Anywhere but the, like, center of your palm. But that's always where, like, cool sacrifices and action heroes and whoever needs their blood for anything have to do it. Okay, so we got these, like, constellation type things. Guess I should just look at the start here first.
An eye and a star. Look at the stars, maybe.
Brilliant. Oh my god.
The stars are aligned, forming a constellation that I don't recognize. That is not the same sky you can see from Earth.
Yeah, that looks
And
pretty
if
fake.
that's not the Earth's sky, where am I now?
It kind of doesn't make any sense because all the stars are like moving really fast in the background, and those are just like lights that are slightly higher, like just, you know, a couple 100 meters up or whatever, not actually up there. I do kind of like this though, because like, this almost feels like something that maybe wasn't in, and then like gamers never look up, so everyone was like super confused by this, because they would just look like this or something, and then it's like, oh, I don't understand, because you don't tend to look straight up. So, like, actually telling you, hey, look up, seems pretty necessary at this point.
Those stone statues seem to rotate with this switch.
Some sort of creature. A pet? Yeah. Howl. 90-degree rotation.
I wonder what this means.
Bridges, dragons, gargoyles. Animals!
All these papers are riddled with incoherent doodles.
So you like drew this out and then like X, no, that's wrong?
I wonder what this means.
Guess we'd better collect all of these. No?
Constellations
What?
and stars.
Oh, I could click there, but it didn't
These
show up.
people seem to worship otherworldly gods.
When can I meet Papa Dagon? Oh, mural?
They carried these people here to test them. Like a challenge of some sort.
Yeah, that
Where
one
is
pops
this
up
all
at
leading
least.
me? A shining
I
constellation.
guess the other one was just
I
like,
better draw it.
draw it. I bet it was inside one of the white balls there. That's why it was so hard to see. Uh-huh. Okay. Not sure what we have to do with this, though. Like, to combine into a constellation of some kind? Is there anything else I can look at before we have to solve stuff?
It's a pentagon-shaped symbol with channels in its edges. What was it used for?
Well, I probably need to check the notes here. Yeah, I really wish you could look at your own hand here. Like, just have somewhere a prompt where you just, like, see an animation of her bringing up her hand. Yeah, I'm not really sure what this exactly is gonna mean. The altar left no room for doubt. I had to use that strange dagger I've been carrying with me ever since I received it in that package. Ah, right. Right, we had it like from the very start of the game. Okay, now I remember that, like back on the ship. After my blood touched the altar, the main door of the temple opened. So, like, was that sent back to me, like, way later? Like, okay, that dagger was used to kill Frank, and then Cass took it and, like, smuggled it in a book, and has now used it, and somehow, like, this is well afterwards. It was then sent to me, along with, whatever the other, like, stuff in the package was. So we're here, like, much later? I mean, I thought it was, like, just a couple weeks, maybe, or if even that. But yeah, I guess it's, like, just later. And yeah, I think before we, like, really delve into this and try and figure out what is actually going on here, and with the stars and whatever, I'll leave it off here, and we'll try and do that next time. But just preliminarily, can't say I really have any idea of what I'm, like, supposed to start trying to do, but yeah, we'll have a look around and test out some things with these rollers and stuff. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.